Hi, this is Christian, and I want to show you in this episode how you can run n98-magerun on your machine. Let's start with the download of the tool. There's the website files.magerun.net. If you visit the site, then you can choose your edition. So in our case, we choose the edition for MageOS, Adobe Commerce, and Magento 2. And I choose the curl version. You can also use the other version here if you have different tools for the download, but that's a very common tool, curl. So let's start. Over to the terminal. Ready? Downloaded. Now we change mod. So download the far file so that it can be executed with a +X option. And now we can run the far file directly. Works. It's also possible to prepend the PHP version of your system. Works as well. And yeah, now we are ready to use n98-magerun. So if you are in a Magento shop, then you can run the tool without defining any path, like different to the bin Magento tool, which can only, which is part of your Magento installation. But n98-magerun is not part of your Magento installation. It's a separate tool, so so magerun has to know some context about your installation. If you are outside of your if your current working directory is outside of a Magento installation, like in my case here, then we can add the root dir option here. That's good for scripting as well. And now we can define the path to our Magento root. Let's check. It's now bootstrapping the shop and it works. If we don't define the root dir and we are not in a Magento installation, then we should see an error here. So because we are not in the Magento folder and the tool is not able to detect. There are some commands which can run without a Magento installation, but sysinfo should give you the insights about your installation, so we need to bootstrap Magento. The second option, which is very handy, is to change your current working directory directly to the shop installation. And in this case, we can run the tool inside the shop. Maybe it could print an error now because it's not found. So my tool is still in the previous directory and we have to move the far file into a directory which is defined by the path variable. You can see that here. So a very common folder is this user local bin, this one. Let's move the far file first. Sudo. And now we should be able to run the tool everywhere in our system. So let's try again. Without defining the root path. And it works. n98 is trying to find the project root. So we are currently in the project root directory, but it's also possible to dive into a subdirectory like lib in this case. It should also find the project root. And this is very handy. Big advantage to the bin Magento tool. And we can also run all bin Magento commands with n98-magerun. So that's it.